this book, Shiva is not even convincing you, he is not even saying, go into experience. Straight away he gives the technology. Straight away he starts with the technology. Beautiful sutra, the first sutra. Let's enter into the sutra. Urdve prano hyato jivo visargatma parocharet utpattit vidayastane varanat varidastitihi. Shiva replied, O radiant one, is addressing Devi. Is addressing Devi, O radiant one, this experience may dawn between two breaths. After breath comes in, down, and just before turning up, out, the beneficence. If at all we have to choose among the meditation techniques, if somebody asks me, Swamiji, there are millions of meditation techniques. If somebody asks me, which one you will prescribe for anybody? If there is going to be tsunami and all books will be washed away, all books will disappear. Only one technique can be kept alive. If God gives me the choice, I'll keep this technique alive. This technique is so beautiful. Except this technique, if the whole spiritual literature, if all the techniques are taken away from the planet Earth, even then planet Earth can survive. It can have spiritual growth and it can have enlightened masters with this single technique. Except this one sutra, if God takes away all spiritual literatures, all meditation techniques from the planet Earth, suddenly overnight everything is over, gone. Even if that happens, we will be able to produce enlightened masters on the planet Earth with this single technique. According to my experience, this is the technique which created millions of enlightened masters. No other technique has helped so many millions of people like this technique did. Whole Asia, China, Thailand, Japan, Sri Lanka, whole Asia became enlightened with this single technique. Buddha uses the same technique in the name of Vipassana. Whether it is Upassana or Vipassana. Upassana means sitting with the God. Vipassana means sitting with yourself. Whether it is Upassana or Vipassana, technique is one and the same because you are God. Sitting with yourself or sitting with God is one and the same. When you don't trust yourself, you sit with God. When you trust yourself, you sit with yourself. That's all. If you trust God, it is called Upassana. If you trust yourself, it is called Vipassana. That's all. But this single technique has liberated millions of people. The one and only technique which Buddha promoted. The whole Buddhism is only this one technique. The first technique of Shiva and the first line of Shiva is the whole essence of Buddhism. And the whole Asia had enlightenment, produced so many millions of enlightened masters only based on this single technique. Whole Tibetan Buddhism is only this one technique. throughout the Tibet, if you go around, you will hear only about this one technique. And no other country has spent so much of energy, did so much of research like Tibet in the field of consciousness. In the field of consciousness, no other country has done so much of research like Tibet. And if at all Tibet is brought back to its original glory and given the freedom of the spiritual research and development, and it can contribute to the planet Earth so much. It has so much. It can contribute really a lot. Let's enter into the technique. This experience may dawn. He starts with the word, beautiful word, radiant one. Radiant one means, O enlightened one, O Bhairavi. Radiating means who has got and who is able to share. Who is having and who is able to share. There is a big difference between a mystic and a master. Mystic is a person who achieved experience. Master is a person not only who achieved, who can share the technology with others. Here, Shiva is addressing Devi as a radiant one who is radiating enlightenment. Not only she has experienced it, she can share with others. Enlightened master is speaking to another enlightened master. That is why this book is the essence of enlightenment. Not even a single word is unnecessary word. To tell you honestly, you can edit Brahma Sutra. You can edit Yoga Sutra. You can edit Gita. When I spoke on Yoga Sutra, I spoke only on 10 verses. Because essence is only 10. When I spoke on Brahma Sutra, I spoke only on 3 verses. Because essence is only 3. Brahma Sutra has got 555 sutras. I chose only 3 and spoke on that. Gita has got 700 slokas. I chose only 120 and spoke on that. Again, Yoga Sutra has got 555 sutras. I spoke only on 10 to 12 essence. But when I decided to speak on Shiva Sutra, I am not able to remove a single word. I am going to speak on all 112 sutras. Because I am not able to edit. I am not able to take out that this is the juice, this is the essence. No. Every single word is essence. You can't edit a single word. Now I am going to speak on all 112 sutras. Because you can't edit. He has spoken, he has expressed with minimum words the ultimate truth. You can't edit further. Now, let's start. O radiant one, this experience may dawn between 2 breaths. After a breath comes in and just before turning up the beneficence. He says, the enlightenment, the Shiva consciousness can happen to you if you can go deep into the space where the breath is taking turn from out to in or in to out, up to down or down to up. It looks very simple. He is talking about your breath. He says, you can experience the Shiva consciousness between the space of 2 breaths. First, let us understand something about breath. From the moment of your birth to death, the one and only thing which you do without any discontinuity is breathing. Anything else can be stopped. You may be a child, or you may be young man, or you may become old, or you may fall sick, you may eat, you may not eat, you may sleep, you may not sleep, but you cannot stop breathing. That's a basic thing of life. Breathing is the one and only activity which you are doing continuously.